Yeah, and I think it's like people view things on the extreme end, like let's say nuts, you have like a severe allergic reaction to
Sure.
nuts, but then there's also that minor reaction or that minor sensitivity that ends up having negative effects on your body. It might not mean that you have to go to the emergency to have it dealt with, but it's one of those chronic things that end up being in your body. But yeah, like weeding off sugar, which is so tough. And I mean, I know with me when the soda pop, it was a process. It
Yeah.
took it took it
It's a
took
journey.
probably a year to like
Yeah.
detox myself from Coca Cola.
Yeah.
And
And another thing with that, when you're used to eating things that are really sweet, it does take a while for your palate to adjust. And I
mm-hmm,
get a lot
mm-hmm.
of people when, I say you need to eat dark chocolate, like 73% or higher cocoa content, and they try it and they're like, this tastes bitter. And it's like, well, just give your palate some time to adjust when you get off the really, really sweet stuff. And then you're able to start picking up the subtleties of the flavors again, once you've kind of cleansed your system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's it. Kind of relates to the caveman cookies. I was going to ask you like what kind of chocolate you put in there, but I think you kind of answered it, like
Yeah,
seventy
just
three percent
high, yeah, high
chocolate.
quality, very dark chocolate.
And I remember my mom, all she would do is have that chocolate in the pantry, and it would never go missing because neither one of us, my brother or I, would want to eat it because it was like so bitter. It was like a baker's chocolate. It
Yeah,
tasted atrocious. So
yeah.
no, we never stole it. It was left it there for cooking.
But it's crazy. You do start to appreciate the flavor of it, when your palate adjusts.
Hmm. So then, if you had a magic wand, and I might know the answer to this, if you had a magic wand, if there was something that you can remove from all kitchens in the world that would like dramatically help everyone's health, what would that be?
Yeah, it's sugar.
It's
You
sugar.
knew that. Yeah, it's such a problem. And one of my biggest passions is kids and this epidemic of childhood obesity. And I have two kids in elementary school, and just the amount of sugar that they get it's heartbreaking to me because you see what it's doing to so many of these kids' health. So really, to remove sugar from everyone's kitchen and from everyone's house would be, I mean, it would be such a life-changing thing for so many people.
Yeah, yeah, it would be. And I know I heard about it last week, but I think there was some research that came out from a group in Denmark. I guess they created a protocol, I don't know if it was a 15 step or 20-step protocol when it comes to addressing childhood obesity. So I guess they've had success, following this protocol, these 15 steps on like curving childhood obesity. So
I'll have
I
to
gotta
look into that. That's interesting.
yeah, yeah. I glanced at it quickly. It was some reasonable stuff. I think you would support all of it,
Yeah.
but
It's to take out sugar.
yeah, yeah, I think it was. It was like, I mean, number one was like breakfast, like avoiding cereals
Yeah.
and like mueslis, like focus on like oatmeal, like without sugar, and a lot of eliminating processed stuff. But it was like reasonable expectations because it's a process to kind of switch things over.
It
And
really
yeah.
is. Yeah. And I like to tell people, when you approach this whole change in your diet, start by adding in the good stuff. So if you're eating all these processed foods and, your kids eat the cereal for breakfast, rather than immediately taking everything away, I would say start adding in, the wholesome foods. Start adding in some eggs and some fruit, and then start taking, the things out just to make it an easier transition.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it ends up being a transition, and I mean, I can't get the caveman cookies out of my head. I'm gonna have to try those. I might be able to like bribe the kids. Do you want a cookie or this? I think that'll definitely work.
Well, and in the cookbook, actually, I sent you some of these chocolate coconut cookies.
Oh,
And so, oh, got
I
them.
have my box. That's I'm gonna, that'll be the next video. I'll open it up and I'll show
Yeah,
people what treats you sent me.
yeah. One of the main ingredients in those cookies, it's unsweetened shredded coconut, which you can also use kind of as a flour, which is really wholesome in a cookie.
Okay. So okay, I'm looking forward to it. It's approaching lunchtime, so I can
Yay.
I get to rip open the box, and I'll have to leave some for the rest of the family.
Uh, Leave them some crumbs.
Yeah. Oh, look what I had! Just photos off the iPhone. Now, what is your? We all have like go-to things. Like we have our go-to workout, and we have like our go-to outfits. Now, what is like your go-to like grocery list? We can say, okay, if I had these like 5 things or 8 things or 3 things, I can do a whole stack of meals with it.
Sure. Well, two vegetables that I use all the time, and when you go through my cookbook, you'll see what I mean, is zucchini and cauliflower. So I always have zucchini and cauliflower, and this is because, the zucchini I turn into noodles, and then the cauliflower we shred it and turn it into rice. So those are kind of my go-to side dishes, which are, you're adding fiber and vegetables to your meal. And then obviously, high quality organic chicken breast is always in my fridge. High quality eggs. I always have coconut products on hand because we don't do the dairy. So there's coconut milk and the coconut flour. And then just, high quality organic nuts and seeds as well.
Ah, those onion rings look good.
Oh, yes. You got to try that. And the zucchini sticks.
And the zucchini sticks. Oh, I've never heard anyone say that their go-to things are cauliflower and zucchini.
You can do so much with them.
Ah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I can just see cauliflower, zucchini. It's awesome. They're awesome. Well, that ended up being all of my questions. Do you have any like last minute points or tips that you want to leave people with?
My 2 big things are, one, as soon as you can, clear your house out of all the junk food. People are always saying that they don't have the willpower, but if it's not in your house, you're going to eat so much less of it. So number 1 is clear your house of all the junk. And then number 2 is really just start adding real foods into your diet. And then, with the goal of eventually eating mostly all real foods.
Cool. Excellent tips to leave people with. Now, where can people get more information about you and the Recipe Hacker book?
Sure. Well, right now they can go to, my blog is realhealthyrecipes.com, and I'm sure you can show them how to get their hands on a copy of the book.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's released on December 9th, and that's when it'll be in bookstores and it'll be on Amazon. And yeah, but realhealthyrecipes.com, I have hundreds of recipes up there, lots of great content and ideas for you for, what meals you're going to cook, what snacks, and some yummy desserts.
Yeah. So she has active blog, full recipes, and then you do the same on your Facebook fan page. You
Yes.
have a really active fan page, and all of you share recipes, and there's all kinds of great ideas, like the onion rings, which look really good with the caveman cookies.
Yes.
Okay. So thank you very much, Diana.
Thank you, Rick. This has been fun.
No worries. So thank you very much, Exercises for Injuries readers, listeners, and viewers. This is Rick Cassell from exercisesforinjuries.com. Make sure to swing by exercisesforinjuries.com. Enter in your injury or pain. There's a good chance of an article, video, or an interview that'll help you overcome your injury or pain. If you're watching this on YouTube, head up above, hit subscribe. What that'll do is every couple days I get a video from me or an interview like this where I talk about overcoming injury or pain. Lastly, head down below, hit like, and leave myself and Diana a question or comment. So this is Rick Cassell from exercisesforinjuries.com saying take care and bye-bye.